What's going on, guys? Back at you guys with another presentation. In this presentation, we're going to talk about physical aesthetics because someone wanted me to make a presentation talking about this. Um, this is very demonic, it's very evil, it's very satanic. But what you guys got to understand is that we live in a satanic world. A lot of demons, a lot of evil, a lot of wickedness in this world that we live in, guys. There are a lot of demons out here. I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm just being real. Um, you wonder why people can despise you based on physical aesthetics. You wonder why a person can hate you or not like you all because of what you look like. And I used to wonder why people have smoke for certain people and why certain people dislike certain people, and you've done nothing but be kind to them. You've done nothing but, be cordial. You stay out of the way. You don't bother anyone. You do your thing. But for some unforeseen reason, people have issues with you. It is because we live in a demonic world, guys. And unfortunately, vanity is more than morality in a shallow world. And I got a song called Shallow World, in which I wrote on Suno. Um, Perhaps I'll let you guys listen to it. But physical aesthetics, I never wanted to admit it, guys, but physical aesthetics definitely plays a big role in whether or not people want to be friends with you. It plays a big role in whether or not people want to be around you in general. Looks matter to people. A lot of people try to say personality and all of these interpersonal qualities. Looks are everything, guys. Don't let no one tell you different. And I never wanted to believe that people will decide if they want to be friends with you based on what you look like physically. But it's real. If people do not like the way you look, that can play a big role in whether or not they want to be friends with you. It's not a game, guys. It's definitely not a game. Looks play a big role in whether or not people like you, in whether or not people want to be around you, whether or not people want to be associated with you at all. Looks definitely matter. And it's sad that we live in a world that is based on superficial things. We live in a world that is not based on the heart or the character of a person, which is sad. You know, um, we all know that the higher power doesn't judge us by superficial things, but that's what people judge people by. Like, it's very brutal when you think about it, guys. That the way you look can determine if a person even wants to be your friend or not. It's real. And having certain material possessions can determine if a person wants to be your friend. There are men, especially if they have a wife, especially if they have children, there are men that will not want to befriend you if you are a man with no family. Let's say you get around men who have wives, they have children, you know, they're family men, and they find out that you're a man who does not have a wife, you're a man who's not desired by women. Those men will not want to be associated with you. It just goes to show you guys that we live in a shallow, superficial world. People want to be around people who got it going on in life. People don't want to be around people that's effed up. You could be effed up mentally, you could be effed up financially, you could be effed up physically. It don't matter what sector of effed up you are. People want to be around people that got it going on in life. And that's what I had to realize. Even your own relatives won't want to associate with you if they know you're mentally effed up, if they know you're financially effed up, if they know that, you're effed up physically, if they know you're effed up in any kind of way, people ain't going to want to deal with you, even your own relatives. This just goes to show you the shallow nature of mankind. And physical aesthetics, I believe that plays a big role in whether or not people like you and in whether or not people want to associate with you in general. Um, I never wanted to believe that looks matter to people, but they do. When I was an adolescent, I didn't know about any of the things that I know about now. A lot of us probably didn't know a lot of the things that we know now. A lot of us thought that people judge you by interpersonal qualities because we always heard people say that real beauty is skin deep. But people don't really believe that real beauty is skin deep. That's just a BS saying that people say because they don't want to hurt nobody's feelings and they don't want to step on nobody's toes. Look at all the cliche things that people say just to make people feel good. It's just a cliche. That's all it is. When people say, real beauty is skin deep. It's what's on the inside that counts. But do people really believe this stuff? No, they don't, guys. People do not believe these things. They don't. Because we live in a shallow world, guys. We live in a superficial world where people are all about vanity. Vanity is more than morality, guys. Always remember that. And physical aesthetics play a big role in whether or not people want to be your friend and whether or not people want to be around you in general. It's real. If people don't like the way you look, if you don't fit a certain image, especially as a black man, especially as a brother, if you don't fit the stereotypical hood image, if you don't come from that kind of background, that will definitely cause you to be discriminated against, especially as a brother. It's not a game, guys. And we know that, especially as a brother, that there is no in between. You either got to fit that hood persona or you're going to be seen as lame and you're going to be written off, especially for brothers. There is no diversity when it comes to us. It's either you a hood ninja or you a square. You either a hood ninja or you a lame. That's our culture, guys. It is sad. It is very, very sad. It is sick and it is very sadistic, but unfortunately, that is the world in which we live in. And it's very unfortunate, guys. I wish it wasn't this way. I wish it didn't have to be this way. But this is the way, this is the world in which we live in. It's very, very sad, guys. I wish it wasn't this way, but always remember, guys, that physical appearance plays a big role in whether or not people want to be around you. When people make friendships, I never wanted to believe that your physical aesthetics plays a role when it comes to people wanting to be your friend and when it comes to people wanting to associate with you. It's real. It's definitely real. And I do believe that mental plays a big role in whether or not people want to associate with you too, because if people see that you're not on their level mentally, that can also cause people to not want to deal with you. You don't think on the level that they think on. That can also make people not want to deal with you. But yeah, all the things that we believed, guys, all the things that we thought, all the stuff we believed was a lie. Believing that it's what's on the inside that counts. believing that real beauty is skin deep. How many of you guys believe that real beauty was skin deep? And that it's all about, all of these cliche sayings that you hear people say. People don't really believe that foolishness, guys. They don't really believe it. They know it's BS themselves. They know that it's BS themselves, guys. They most certainly know. They know it's BS. A lot of the things that people say they know is BS. A lot of people like to believe lies, guys. I always say that. And the reason why people like believing lies because it goes back to wishful thinking. You deny reality because you want a lie to be the truth. That's what you want to be true. You don't want to look at reality for what it is because the truth will just crush your existence. It'll just crush, the truth is just too brutal. It'll crush your soul. And people can't handle that. And this is why you got a lot of people who love believing lies. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear what's real. But and all the things we believe was just a lie. Most people won't admit that they choose friends based on physical appearance. Now, most people ain't gonna admit that. Most people would never admit, I choose my friends based on what they look like. Most people are not gonna admit that, but it's the truth. People choose people based on what they look like in this world. People don't choose people because they got a good personality. They don't choose people because of those things. We would like to believe that people choose people based on what's on the inside and all of that stuff. We would like to believe those things, but we know it's a lie. We definitely know it's a lie. And most people, if you was to confront them about this and say, well, you choose friends based on what they look like, that will lead to an argument with most people. It will definitely lead to an argument because no one wants to be called out on being superficial. But people choose friends based on looks. People are not choosing friends based on personality. They're not, guys. Don't believe that people are choosing people to be friends with based on personality. Don't believe that, guys. Don't be bamboozled, because I was bamboozled myself. Believing a lot of these lies. But I feel it's evil, though. But when you know the truth, it's nothing that no one else can tell you. This is why I don't even care to deal with people, because I know that people are superficial. This is why it's best to stay to yourself, guys. It's best to stay to yourself, and it's best not to deal with anyone, because people have motives. And when you see the nature of people and how they really get down, it's best for you not to deal with people. It's best for you to stay to yourself. It's best for you not to deal with nobody. Once you see how wicked people are, once you see how selfish people are, once you see how evil people are, that's all the more reason for you not to deal with people, guys. I'm telling you. That's all the more reason for you to avoid people. And when you've been burned in life time and time again, you'll be dumb to keep doing the same old thing and getting burned time and time again. You know?
When you're kind to people, they feel you're soft. This is why I learned to stay to myself. People so fake, only about what they can gain. Vanity is more than morality in a shallow world. No one cares about morals in a shallow world. When you kind to people, they feel you're soft. This is why I learned to stay to myself. People so fake, only about what they can gain. Vanity is more than morality in a shallow world. No one cares about morals in a shallow world. Ladies are so vain, it's insane. The heart of a woman is black and cold. Sita Falco, founder, told me that real love doesn't exist. Looks, money, and status is all the world cares about. Vanity is more than morality in a shallow world. No one cares about morals in a shallow world. They wanna elevate because I see nobody cares. People all caught up in their own world. Had some brutal insults from women, hell I never felt. I was a terrible looking guy, women also cutthroat when it comes to male sex appeal. Vanity is more than morality in a shallow world. No one cares about morals in a shallow world. In a shallow world. Vanity is more than morality in a shallow world. No one cares about morals in a shallow world. In a shallow world. Ladies are so vain, it's insane. The heart of a woman is black and cold. Sita Falco, founder, told me that real love doesn't exist. Looks, money, and status is all the world cares about. Vanity is more than morality in a shallow world. In a shallow world. No one cares about morals in a shallow world. In a shallow world. I wanna elevate because I see nobody cares. People all caught up in their own world. Had some brutal insults from women, hell I never felt. I was a terrible looking guy. Women also cutthroat when it comes to male sex appeal.
You guys, let me know what you think about that track. Let me know what you guys think about that track right there. That's Shallow World. I wrote that. Yeah, so when you think about when you think about reasons why people choose to befriend certain people, just think about that song that I wrote, Shallow World. Just think about that track that I wrote, guys. Because all the stuff that I was talking about in that song, Shallow World, it explains physical aesthetics, why people choose certain friends. That song, Shallow World, break it down to a science. Just go to show you what the world care about. How many of you guys believe that people in the world care about morals? How many of you guys wanted to believe that people care about what's on the inside of you? How many of you guys wanted to believe that? Leave your comments on this presentation. And let me know what you think about my track, Shallow World. Because that explains, word for word, why people choose friends based on physical aesthetics. Right there. That track right there. It don't get no realer than that, guys. Don't get no realer than that. Because everything that I was explaining in that song was the truth. No one can refute anything that's said in that song. So you guys give me your feedback. Look forward to talking to you guys soon. I feel deception is one of the biggest tactics that has hurt a lot of people. It's hurt me, and it's hurt a lot of other people believing the lies that society has told us. Because once the shackles are removed from your eyes and you see the truth, it's nothing that nobody can tell you. But you guys make sure you have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.